Hello, welcome once again to the Red Dragon Review. I'm Akai Kami Ryu, and I present to you my review. Today I am going to review one of my very favorite video games that came out for the PS2. Is part of a series, much like Final Fantasies and Dragon Quests. So, I'll just get right into it. Atelier Iris, Eternal Mana. I'll be straight up that this is a hard game to find. Any Atelier game is hard to find because it is so good. I'll get right into it. Basically, you start out, you're an alchemist by the name of Klein, who is basically of the, well, like I said, he's an alchemist, but alchemists are rare in this world. His main quest is to find mana, which are spirits that control the elements of the world, and to gather alchemic items that are scattered throughout it. That's primarily what you do throughout the game. There is an overall quest where you are going to stop a villain who wants to destroy the world. Cliche, I know, but what else are you going to deal with? Anyways, the ulterior games usually, that's what I call them anyways, usually has the name of one of the main protagonists in their title, or at least a character that has a very big significance in the story. In Atelier Iris Eternal Mana, Iris has like next to no presence. She is made reference to, and she makes a cameo. But other than that, she has no real direct input into the story. Now for the gameplay. The gameplay is great. Also, actually, I will comment more so on the artwork that they use. You have, this is produced by NIS America. They produce some of the best crap out there. I'm serious. Most of my favorite games have been produced by this company. And you will see later in other reviews. But your sprite, it has, you have 16-bit sprites moving around an almost 3D-like environment. So the artwork is incredibly beautiful. I just like the way it's done and it's layered. Textures, all that, great. Battle, when the battle sequences go through are smooth. I didn't really care much for them because it was almost like playing the original Final Fantasy where you couldn't really judge when the enemy would attack. Oh, in case you couldn't tell by now, this is an RPG. Yeah. Anyways, other aspects of this game is called synthesis. Basically, you can go to different shops and they will tell you recipes. If you bring them ingredients or other ingredients, similar ones to it, you can create items. If you bring other ingredients, you will create different items. Sometimes they will be really good, which was what the recipe was for, or you can create a complete disaster. Yeah, I created one that was it's just called ingredient X. There was no other name for it. Moving on. And because there is such a difference when you can do the synthesis, you can only carry 9 of any one item, but there is so many items that is ridiculous. One of the side quests is actually to gather one of every item in the game. Kind of an interesting side quest. You get good items afterwards. Another note is the alchemic items. These are unique. Klein can only make them if he has enough of certain elements and a particular mana to synthesize with. these are specific. So you might get an item, but you might not be able to do anything. Once you use it, you can't make any more because you don't have enough elements or you don't have the right mana at the time, which is a bit of a drawback, but it pursues you to look in every nook and cranny to try to find everything there is. Some of the maps can get a little confusing because the scenes repeat. So it's like, wasn't I just here? No, I just took an elevator. No, wait, what? I'm lost. Yeah, it's really easy to get lost in one of the dungeons, get turned around, get misplaced, try to figure out where you are. Crazy. Also, if in case you were wondering exactly what elements are, basically you can do what is called elemental extraction from any of the items you pick up to basically anything in the field. So you have a boulder blocking your path, use element extraction, you get stone mana, stone elements, and the boulder's gone. It's very interesting to see what you can extract and where you can do the extraction from. It's a lot of fun. Also, you can create certain, if you have an item you don't need, don't want, you can either sell it or do elemental extraction and fill up what you need to create the items you do want. So it's always a good trade-off in certain aspects. Well, anyways, that's all I got to say about this first Atelier Iris. Yes, I said the first. There are two others, which I will be doing subsequent reviews on. They're their own standalone stories, but, well, you'll see why I review them. All right? Until next time, this is Akai Kami Ryu signing off and saying, if you have a chance, play the game.